Sounds
33 passing attempts. Well, they had a 214 passing yards. He had 318 against Dallas, 368 against Tennessee, 179 against Detroit. The Jets have a nice secondary, don't they?
they sure do.
Alright. It's between 14 rushing yards, 34 passing attempts, which I don't think that's going to happen. I don't know. 20 completions. Yikes. Gotta do some research on all these Jaguars real quick.
It's just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte.
Player stats. Trevor Lawrence. He has a toe injury, but he's playing.
So he's not gonna be right.
I don't think he is. Okay. 27 out of 42, 30 out of 42, 17 out of 31, 29 out of 37, 29 out of 40, 25 out of 31, 22 out of 43, 20 out of 22. I think 20 completions, it could happen.
What are the defenses that he played with 20 completions?
Dallas, Tennessee, Baltimore, Kansas City, Vegas, Giants, Colts, Houston, Chargers.
Yeah, I like it for 20. I like it for 20 completions.
Washington.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And an early, how do you do?
Yeah, 20 completions.
Basically, then at half the season he had.
The teams he didn't have him on: Detroit, Denver, Philly, Pittsburgh, Cleveland. But they played Pittsburgh in week 2, so I mean, it ain't Trevor Lawrence we get it now. Just throwing 4 touchdown passes and shit.
I missed that one. Fuck.
Yeah, I like 20 completions.
You can bet on tomorrow already?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all on Prize Picks though. Y'all not on Underdog.
No, underdog.
Oh, okay. Hold on, let me get in there too then.
What about this running back Jacksonville got? Is he a running back?
Oh, ETN.
Yeah, ETN.
I like ETN.
19 attempts, 103 yards against Dallas. 17 attempts, 32 yards against Tennessee. 13 attempts. Oh, he's ass. 54 yards. They kind of dog shit.
Why are you eyeballing Jordan Love, bro?
Tay's here.
He was.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And some room to work. Touchdown, Carolina.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now a Carolina native, former Tar Heel, it's Javonte Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here we go. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Tannehill's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A yard in the wrong direction. Next third down, time for a 3rd down and 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This from 32 yards away. The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-to-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. The Panthers are 12-2 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
11. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Flush to his right. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they can do. Running left is Walker. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
11 MT, 11.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
On third down, Burrow. Finding Walker complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here we go. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
11. Here we go.
Here's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Panthers are able to move back in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On first down, Tannehill. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Detroit. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 17-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for this. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. In motion goes the tight end.
11-90.
Now an option play on second down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Out of the gun, first down run. He gets maybe 3. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucks and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Graham has putted out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Panthers. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction? Well, that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The pressure really launched, and they got them at the 2nd first down, and a near sack. They got to him there just as he was moving his hand.
Yeah, they really need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill steps away. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
11, Thomas.
They go play action with Burrow. Rolling to his right. He's got this to Williams, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 21 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
11 Thomas. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate. 12, 12, 12.
Now Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
11, 11, 11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone in the coverage to free up throwing lanes?
Now Tannehill. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On the return is Cohen. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And Walker has it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding opens.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Here we go.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So we're at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now it's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who was so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they...
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 4. And guess what? They reach out 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of really off-break there on that play.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Tannehill now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by McManus is good, and they have regained the lead. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Up the middle, here's Walker. Fighting through, and he's got space. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And Walker with it over the middle. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Walker. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're here without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot. It's third down.
George was very good that time. A nice job of smothering his power back, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And he keeps 6 points off the board. This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And this will wind up a Lions first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What do they have to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. At 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong. I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The objective there, yes, the positive game, that's nice, but what you call it?
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit out and running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Back to throw, Tannehill. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Darnay Holmes able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. That's caught right side by Palmer. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12.
Now it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down. He's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
11 Thomas.
Burrow. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing, Burrow. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now as to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Lions, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile,